Welcome back to the channel, good to have you back. I want to run through the negatives or the stuff I dislike about this Van Rysel NCR. I've had this bike probably for about a year now, put quite a few thousand Ks on it, and actually I think it's pretty fair that I've got things that I like and that I dislike, like you do with most things. So this is a video just highlighting my dislikes of the bike, stuff that I found out that are actually a negative for me, and obviously these are my own thoughts and opinions. You know, I'm just going to pass them on to you. You do what you want with them. So let's get straight into this. The first thing that I dislike quite a lot about this bike is actually the geometry. Now I want to highlight this, and let me remove the bottle there. You need to read that there. So this is NC, this is a Racer S CF, and you can see there it says full carbon frame clearance, 35mm tyres, and it says on/off-road ready. Now this is a gravel bike. Let's be sure they do a gravel version of this, and the frame's exactly the same. It's exactly the same as the road bike version, which I think is a bit of a mismatch, and I actually think that that is not entirely the way that this should be marketed, because they market this as a road bike with the Tiagra group set 2x10. I'm just gonna wait for the people to go by, and then you can get the gravel version of this, which is exactly the same frame, same geometry, nothing's different, just with SRAM Apex 1x11 or 1x12. Now this frame set is heavy. It's about 1400 grams. The fork's quite heavy as well, around about 500 grams. So you're looking at the weight of an aluminium frame, and it is a gravel bike frame. Look, you can see you get more. That's a 28 in there that measures up as a 30. You'll get more than 35mm in here. You will get more than 35mm. So be very sure that this is a gravel bike when you go to buy it. Now the frame shapes and everything like that dictates that, you know, it's sort of more road orientated, but it isn't. Now look at the if you have a look at also your massive rear triangle, the rear stays are really long. So these are about 410, maybe about 412. So it's not very good at climbing. It's not the best bike for digging out on climbs or anything. So for me here, and as you can see, we're at Los Gigantes today, and for me here in Tenerife, where it's all up or down, it's a massive disadvantage really. Now, so the other thing is it goes hand in hand. This is a gravel bike, and that means that, you know, masquerading as a road bike, so that means that obviously the weight's going to be an issue. So it doesn't really matter what you do unless you slam some really lightweight wheels and you start putting a lot of money into this frame set, which is not really worth it, because the frame itself, like I said, is a gravel bike. You are going to be looking at around about 9 kilos. So it doesn't matter. You could start spending massive money on this and not bring this under 8 kilos. You'd be hard pushed to. You could spend thousands and thousands, and it absolutely really doesn't, you know, warrant that amount of money for it, because the quality's not there. The other thing is, talking about quality, is if you have a look here, drop chain there, and that just absolutely ripped the paint off. Easy. It's really easy to scratch this paint. It looks brilliant. It looks a really good color. It looks really thick and it looks really luscious, but it scratches super easy. 27.2 seat post, which is really good, but, and as it has the dislikes, the seat collar it comes with is absolute crap. Easily changed, don't get me wrong, not a problem there. Now the group set that it comes with, Shimano Tiagra, I changed it straight away. I just dislike the group set. The brakes were good, the hydraulic brakes were very good. I just don't like the group set, don't like the way it shifts. I just don't like it. I've got, as you'll see from my other videos, I've got a Ridley Helium, and it on 105, and I just prefer it. I don't mind 105 at all, and I find having 11 speed over 10, and with the gaps between the gears, is a lot better. So, you know, that's another thing that needed to be changed straight away, and you should change out if you find that. Changed out the stem and seat post and the saddle. Now they were all like the Van Rysel's own finishing kit that they do is all made by Zoom, and it's shit. It's shit. It's just not very good at all. Same with the seat post. Their own saddle was actually all right, but I just prefer it was short nose saddle, but I prefer this longer nose saddle. I just prefer this saddle. That's it. So other than that, I would say everything else has been pretty good on it. For the money that you pay now, the money that you pay for these bikes, they're going up in price, and I got this for relatively little. I think it was something like 1,400 euros or 1,300 euros. It was fairly cheap. Now in the UK now, these are £1,500, and there's no point buying a Van Rysel now unless you're spending right at the top end. If you're spending at the lower end, just buy, like I did, a Villiers, a Ridley. You know, I bought a Ridley Helium. You can buy anything else that's spec'd up better than this for less money, that's massively discounted. Now, they can't discount these bikes apparently that much in Decathlon. So you're going to go and you're going to find that you can get way better deals online for all the manufacturers, even Bianchi now, than what you can for this. So no, I wouldn't advise to buy it now at all, with the current state that the cycling industry is in and the amount of choice you've got as a consumer. No, not at all. But if that changes and your entry level road bike goes up to £2.5 grand again, yes, buy it. It's well worth it. Also, I wouldn't buy this if you were mainly focusing on the road. If you're not ever going to take this gravel riding, don't buy it. Absolutely no point. But other than that, the bike's been pretty good. Now, my last bugbear on this video, and I know it's a bit negative, but I will do a video on everything that I do like about this bike, and we'll pull that together with both. And I'll finish on positives. I always like to start on negatives and finish on positives, so you go away feeling happy. Is the other thing is, and this is with a heavy heart, man, I used to absolutely love Mavic wheels. Not anymore. Okay, these are the Kaseyan ones. These are the entry level. They're just one above the entry level. Really heavy, quite poorly finished. I'm not. The spokes rust. I don't ride this in the rain. Obviously, it doesn't really rain here at all. Yes, you can see we're by the coast. There's a lot of oxidization that will come off. But I do look after this bike quite well, and I just think that's crap. The finishing on them is crap. I just don't like them as the wheel set. I really don't like them. Heavy, don't roll well, and I think the hubs are a bit poor as well. So that's pretty much wraps it up. If I had my time again, would I buy this bike? No, I wouldn't, and that's why I bought the Ridley Helium, which is a far superior bike for less money than I paid for this. Okay, admittedly that was 50% off, but these bikes just seem a bit confused to me. The NCR just seems absolutely confused, and it's all down to this geometry is the thing that lets this bike down. They might have made this UCI approved. I don't fucking know why, because you wouldn't race on it. Well, I wouldn't anyway, and just generally down to how heavy it is and the reason it's a fucking gravel bike. And if ever you're saying to me, if someone's got this bike and they say, oh no, it's not, it's like this, that and the other, it might say racer on there, but it does say, if you have a look closely there, on off-road ready. So Neo Racer CF. I mean, fuck knows what Neo Racer CF means, like, at all. I don't think Van Rysel will probably fucking know either what Neo Racer is or what they intended it for. But anyway, thanks for getting to the end of this one. Please like, please subscribe. If you've got one of these bikes, get in the comment section and give me your thoughts about them. If you like the bikes, please don't just drop emotions, actually put some information in there. If anyone's just coming here and just saying, oh, what you say is shit, well, that's just your opinion, isn't it? Without any information, say why it's shit, say why you think what I'm saying is shit. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one, which will be the stuff that I do like about this bike. And obviously I still own this bike, so I'm still riding it, so there you go. And I ride it more than the Ridley Helium at the moment because I'm out in Tenerife, so there you go. And that's back in the UK. But to finish, we'll finish on the cloud over Los Gigantes, and you can have a look at the port. Right, brilliant. Right, thanks for that, and I'll see you next one. All I can say now is ciao for now.